Hey everybody, this is the Sliders Review, and I'm here today to talk to you about how all this Bella Ramsey hate for playing Ellie is so fake and so annoying and everything. Like, it's a bunch of grown men, middle-aged men, complaining, crying, pissing themselves, all because they don't like Bella Ramsey as Ellie, and their excuses as to why they don't like her are a complete fabrication and everything. So originally I was just gonna review the first episode, but then I realized not much really happened in the first episode. So I'll just wait till a more interesting episode or just a whole season review. But as I was on social media today, all I kept seeing is just Ellie this, Bella Ramsey this, blah 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 blah. Like just over and over and over from a bunch of incel men who's literally have found themselves a brand new target. Now that the Little Mermaid is over, now that Snow White is over, they went back to The Last of Us with Bella. And so they're pissed, they're mad, they're outraged. They can't sexualize her and everything. I think that's what it stems from. The bottom line is they want to sexualize this character and they can't. And once they found out Bella Ramsey's sexuality and the way she dresses, they started raging against the machine and everything. And it's really sad and it's really pathetic and everything that a bunch of grown men would stoop this low, but hey, they've been doing it for the past 10 years. They've been doing it ever since the Star Wars Awakening movie, when what's his name took that stormtrooper took off his helmet and it's revealed to be a black man. Like seriously, they're just growing and growing and growing, and they're becoming more annoying, and they're just making their gender look horrible and their race look horrible and everything. And so I think this is completely jacked up to make fun of Bella Ramsey, talking about she doesn't look like Ellie, talking about she doesn't act like Ellie, talking about she can't act and everything. The girl can act. The girl has autism. The girl is a heck of a lot more famous than you. The girl has been in a whole lot more projects than you ever be in. She's been nominated for so many awards and everything. The girl can act while you're sitting on your behind, typing away at a computer or typing away on your phone and scratching your little butt, being a middle-aged man just because you can't fantasize and sexualize a woman in her early 20s and stuff. It's pathetic. This is how bad the hate is, right? So you all now know that James Gunn has his very own Supergirl, right? I forget the actress name, but a bunch of men online are now raging because they feel like that actress is not attractive enough. They say she looks like a man. They say she's ugly, right? And so this one guy on Twitter with a check mark, of course, because he's some loser who has to pay for Twitter and Twitter is free, but he wants to feel important. So he has a check mark and everything. The topic was Supergirl and the actress who plays her, but he decided for whatever reason to trash the appearance of Bella Ramsey, talking about, this Supergirl isn't all that attractive, just like Bella Ramsey. And it's just kind of like, what does Bella have to do with Supergirl? She's not in the movie. She's never been in a superhero movie. She's not in the DCU. What was the point in even bringing her up? Well, of course, after so many people attacked him online for attacking her, he later deleted his comment and everything. But why did he do that? One, he's an asshole, and two, he's just a clickbait whore and everything. He wanted people to engage with him, and just so he can get likes and views and be like, hey, look how important my page is and everything. Look at all these clicks and views and everything. It's ridiculous and stuff. So they're pissed because Bella doesn't look like the video game character, right? And they say, oh, this isn't my Ellie. Well, let's look at some other video game characters from season 2, because there are other characters that look way off, but they don't complain about that. Eugene. Eugene looks like Jason Momoa. Does this dude on the left look like Jason Momoa to you? No. Is people complaining left and right, filling up the feeds? No. This is Eugene's wife in the show. Does Catherine O'Hara look like a black woman to you? No. The actress who plays Abby, does she look like Abby to you? No. Pedro Pascal, does he look like Joel? Kinda, but not really. So, if the whole thing is like Bella has to look like Ellie, is that their argument, then why aren't they complaining about these characters? Because these characters don't dress like Bella. They don't do the pronoun thing. They don't do the non-binary thing. And that's what it really stems from. There seems to be this fueled hate, this fake rage towards that of Bella Ramsey playing Ellie. And it's been that way ever since season 1. After her performance, I would have assumed that people would have chilled because they can see that she's actually a good actress. She's been acting ever since she was a little kid. And in all the projects she's been in the past, like Game of Thrones, The Worst Witch, I think Birdie, and a whole bunch of other crap that, people know for a fact she can act. And people have never had a problem with her until now, ever since she played the role of Ellie. And most people's criticism is that, oh, she doesn't look like Ellie, and oh, she doesn't act like Ellie. Now, I've never played the video game, so I don't know the people's personalities and that. However, from clips I've seen of the video game, of people's personalities and stuff like that, and the way they look, I can honestly say that no person in this television series looks like their counterpart from the video game. So what the heck is all this fake rage like going towards her and everything? I don't seem to understand the problem, other than the fact that she dresses like this. She dresses like a tomboy. She wears like men's suits and stuff like that. Why? Because Bella is non-binary. Ever since she came out as non-binary and started dressing this way and started wearing a non-binary corset and everything, she's been getting a lot of fake hate online and everything because she doesn't look the norm. She doesn't look like a typical female. And I know what you're saying. Well, if she's non-binary, why are you calling her and female and this and that? Because a while back she did an interview with saying she doesn't care if people call her a female or she or her or whatever. So that's that. And it's really disgusting that now people have found the new female to like attack online. First it was Haley Bailey, then it was Rachel Zegler, and now it's Bella Ramsey. And what in the world has happened to like nerd culture? What has happened to this world? To where now if somebody doesn't look like a straight white female, y'all just go on like the hate machine and everything. This woman has done absolutely nothing wrong. She has never said anything to piss anybody off. She's just being herself. But yet, y'all can't see past her appearance and everything. Pedro Pascal does not look like Joel from the video game. The actress, I think her name is Caitlin, who plays Abby, does not look like Abby from the video game. And yet, the only person y'all rage against, the only person y'all hate on is Bella Ramsey. And that's only because, simple fact, she's non-binary. So what? Are y'all gonna hate Pedro Pascal because he has a trans sister and he supports his trans sister? And when people don't like that and everything, he rails against them? Are y'all gonna start hating on him now? No, because he's a man and everything. And, people are starting to, like, notice this pattern of behavior and this fake pattern of behavior on social media and everything. And it's getting to the point where social media sites are even starting to notice this, but they're really not doing nothing because they're owned by a bunch of assholes and everything, and a bunch of bigots themselves, so they don't really care. But like other like places are starting to implement rules now. Like YouTube are slowly starting to implement rules, but they don't want to, because all these little clickbait like channels make them money and revenue and all this other crap, and they make those channels money. But they're slowly starting to do something about it because people are getting really sick and tired of them. And some of the people who are getting sick and tired of these people are celebrities and everything. And so it really bugs me how people just rage against Bella Ramsey for no reason. Like, my God, she's had to shut down her social media accounts because of this crap and everything. Like, she's literally stated in the past she suffers from mental illness. She quit The Worst Witch because of her mental health and everything. She went back to acting for reasons unknown and everything. Like, she has literally done nothing to nobody, but yet she gets this hate. And, she just found out she has like autism and everything. And the thing I would hate the most is to see her have a mental breakdown just because some micro penis of a person has to like get clicks and views for making fun of her on social media. Like, it is literally disgusting and everything. It's like y'all don't care about people and their mental health. The only thing you care about is somebody liking your post or liking your video or reposting it or something like that, or you getting money from the machine because of all this crap. And of course, who is the one doing all this hating? Who are the ones constantly on like Threads, Twitter, YouTube talking about she's not my Ellie, she doesn't look like my Ellie, she doesn't act like my Ellie? It's white men. Of course. Of course. Of course, it's always them, but it's not all of them. It's just the angry ones, the ones that get pissed when they see a black stormtrooper, the ones who get pissed when there are females in like Star Wars, the ones who get pissed because they race bent somebody in Harry Potter, the ones who get pissed because they race bent a mermaid in The Little Mermaid, the ones who get pissed because they race bent Snow White in Snow White. The ones who really truly don't care, but they rage against the machine just to be pissy and everything. It's those people. It's always those people. What the heck has happened to y'all? Y'all used to be cool, but then y'all started turning into little bigots and everything. I really truly don't understand it. Like, what has truly happened to these people and stuff? And it's always them. And they make their gender look bad, and they make their race look bad. All because they think it's fun and cute to be hateful. It's fun and cute to be like, have like a micro like penis and everything. Like, they just get pissed for no reason because they want to spew their hate. Like, I don't get it and everything. And it's just like, why are you trying to be like your ancestors for? Like, why? Like, that don't make no kind of sense. Hating on a woman just because she's non-binary and she wears suits. Who cares and everything? Like, seriously, who cares? It's getting to the point to where it's like, I don't know, man. It's just sad, like what y'all have become and everything. Or maybe deep down inside, this is who y'all were, but y'all were just too scared to say so. But now you feel empowered to say so. Like, I honestly don't get it. Like, this woman has literally done nothing to nobody. She has never said nothing controversy. She has never said anything about like anybody. It's just like y'all get pissed for no reason whatsoever. And don't say, oh, well, The voice actress who voiced Ellie, she was never non-binary. How dare they like bend this person to their will? I don't want to hear that crap. I don't want to hear this crap. It has nothing to do with that. That's like the most ridiculous thing ever. It's just like how y'all are now hating on Snape for being black in the Harry Potter television series. And then you say, well, because they race bend him, and how dare they, and everything. Well, guess what? What about Minecraft? In Minecraft, they added a brand new character, that black woman. I forget her name. The actress might be named Danielle. But they added a black character who's a brand new character, not race bent, not gender bent, not nothing. And yet, if you was to go online, you will see hate towards this character before the movie came out, only because she is black. And that is the only reason why. And it's happened to other characters who are like original and happen to be black or happen to be another race, and y'all just rail against them because y'all have to keep up this hate, because if you don't, your fan base is gonna turn on you and everything. And also, if you don't keep up the hate, social media is not gonna pay you and everything. And it's really disgusting that you're willing to sell your soul for a couple of bucks. It must be at least a couple of hundred or something for y'all to act this way. Like, it's gotten so bad, and I knew people was gonna do this. 'Cause this is what people do now when they're pissed and they can't attack personally the person on social media. So I decided to go to Pedro Pascal's Instagram page, and I found the first picture he uploaded of like "This Is Us." It's like a couple of pictures down, and sure enough, there are people in the comment section complaining about Ella, complaining about how it's not their Ella, and complaining about Bella. Y'all are literally harassing this man because you can't harass a woman on social media. That is how bad this has gotten. This is how bad nerd culture has gotten. So now you see people in the comments section trashing her, then you see other people defending her and everything. It is ridiculous. Y'all are literally harassing a woman who's like in her early 20s just because she doesn't look the way you want her to look. This is why people hate men, period. And this is why people have now railed against y'all race once again, because this is literally how y'all are acting and everything. And it's not even the entire race. It's only a small subunit of like incels and everything and bigots and stuff. But their voices are so strong that like you can't escape it on social media. Do you really think this man wants to be harassed because you don't like his co-star, a person he happens to be friends with? No, it's like, seriously, like, what, are you going to start harassing him because you find out that he's Latina and everything? You'd be like, oh, wait, what? Joel is Latino in the show, but he's white in the video game? Well, I can't have that. And so y'all have known that since season 1, but I don't see no harassment towards him. But nah, you got to give it to the non-binary girl. Anyways, let's get on to this episode. Like, for real, I don't see you going after, like, Pedro Pascal, who plays Joel and everything. He doesn't look nothing like his character. And, I don't see you getting pissed about that. Eugene's wife, who's in the show, she's supposed to be a young black woman. I don't see you complaining about that and everything. Like, and then there's Abby. I like the actress who plays her. I've seen her in multiple stuff. But like, she doesn't look nothing like Abby, but yet I don't hear you complaining the way you're complaining about Bella and everything. And it's only because Bella dresses a certain way. Bella is non-binary, so you're like, what? LGBT? What? She dresses like a boy? What? I can't fantasize about her. So then y'all just get pissy about it, and then y'all just start complaining and everything. And it's just like, now I see why women hate men so much and say men are disgusting and men ruin everything. Like, honest to God, I finally now have gotten it. Like, I didn't understand it growing up, not until I got older. And not until I started seeing so many men behavior, like on social media and everything. Like, seriously, man. It's like there's seriously something wrong and jacked up in your penile little brains and everything. I seriously don't understand how like y'all act like a bunch of babies in your diaper and everything just because you can't sexualize a female on television. And the moment you can't, you is like your whole world is rocked. And like you feel like there's something wrong in society and you have to complain about it, but the way you complain about it is making fun of somebody and stuff. And I just don't get it. Like my brain is trying to figure it out and I can't figure it out. And it's just kind of like this is the male race. Like it really is. Well, the dumb ones, that is. The dumb, like, incel ones and everything. The ones that hate women because they can't get a date on Friday night. The ones that hate women because they can't get it up and everything. Like, these are the people who rage against the machine and always find something to complain about. And I just don't get it. And talk about being a freaking snowflake, man. Like seriously. Like these type of people always complain about, oh, you're a snowflake because of politics. Or you're a snowflake because you standing up for like social justice and everything. But they're complaining about the way that they don't like somebody supposedly because they don't look like a video game character. Like, do you literally hear that? They're mad because somebody doesn't look like a video game character, a fictional person that was created through technology and everything. Yes, sometimes they hit their mark very well and they cast people who actually look like characters in video games. The second Resident Evil movie with Jill Valentine, they did a perfect casting with that. What's that girl name who's hanging out with Ellie this season with Maria or something like that? The Isabella actress? Yeah, she looks like her character in the video game and stuff. But sometimes they just don't like cast who looks exactly like the video game for whatever reason and stuff, you know? But it also reminds me of when they first cast like Gail Gadot as like or Gal Gadot, whatever her name is, like as Wonder Woman. Somebody literally complained that her boobs ain't big enough and she doesn't have blue eyes. And that ruined it for them. Because she didn't have blue eyes and her boobs weren't big enough. Or like Henry Cavill, when originally he got cast and they complained that his eyes aren't blue. Or Bruce Wayne's eyes aren't blue. And I'm just kind of like, you gonna mess your diaper up because of that? Seriously. But you know, other than like a bunch of like incel men and like this fake outrage, 'cause sometimes that's what I really think it is. I do believe some of them are just complete jackasses and everything, but other ones I just think are fake, who want people to engage with them online, get the clicks, get the views and stuff like that. They're whores and everything. They are literally clickbait whores. They slut themselves all over the internet trying to get people triggered and just so people can engage with them and be like, haha, you clicked on my little post and now I have like an extra like, you know, view and everything, or somebody who reposted or somebody who likes it. They're whores, man. They're clickbait whores. Alrighty, well, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.